I didn't, to be honest. First time I read it was when my agent got in touch and said, got an audition for you, people would like to see you. So gave it a good couple of reads. And yeah, first time I read it, I was aware of Philip Ridley and aware of his reputation, if you like. I've got a couple of friends who have appeared in his work, Picture of Disney, Mercury Fur, which I hadn't sadly been able to see. But was aware of his reputation and obviously looking at reviews or previous reviews from when the plays were first produced, there is a certain element that finds his plays sort of shocking and troubling, if you like. So I was intrigued to have a look at something a little bit different than what I'm often asked to play. It was fun, actually. It was interesting. Unlike, I suppose, the normal sort of audition where you are on your own in the room with the director and producers or what have you, and just being asked to play your individual character. Both the initial audition and the recalls, you were in the room with fellow actors who were all auditioning at the same time and being paired up with different potential. I think I worked with sort of 3 different cougars and a couple of different foxtrots and what have you, and each person brought something new into the room, which added a certain electricity to the room, and we also improv'd off script as well. We did a bit on script work, but improv'd off script, and I think it was obviously useful to Tom, I imagine, to find out different people's way of playing and how people were going to react with. No, I don't think so, to be honest. I think on first reading, it comes across as that, but actually when you get into it, there's huge realism to all of the characters. There's truth in each of the characters. They're not there purely to shock. Each of the characters has an agenda, and to be honest, with one's experience going through life, you've met most of the characters when you actually start to think about it, and so there is a deep realism to them. Subsequently read it, there are lots of deeper, more hidden aspects of the story and the character, and as you go into more depth in terms of why the people are where they are in the particular stages of their life, it becomes a much, much deeper piece than you would originally necessarily think on first reading. It's interesting because it's going back to a period obviously that I lived through, the early 90s. So it's interesting reliving that period. It's also great fun working with a cast of different ages, because we're dealing with casts going from their young 20s through to Anya playing Cheetah, and it's lovely bringing all that experience and all different points of view and different feelings in terms of relationships. I've been in a relationship for 20 plus years, but you can bring all these different elements into it, and the merging of the minds, if you like, in the rehearsal room is sort of hopefully what will make a fascinating play at the end of it. If your sole reason for going to theatre is to have a happy, clappy evening and a laugh and a joke, this isn't for you. But I think for those people that really enjoy their theatre, enjoy a challenge, enjoy being challenged and have something, I think this play will give people plenty to talk about when they leave the theatre. And that's what I like doing if I see something. There's nothing worse than going, oh, that was all right. Walking out and never talking about the play again, never thinking about the play again. I think the fact it will give people a lot to talk about, a lot to think about, and hopefully a thoroughly entertaining evening. The production thus far and the organisation thus far has been absolutely top-notch, which I think bodes well for a great production, both from hopefully the performance side, but also from set, lighting design, sound design, everything like that. I think you're going to get an absolute top-notch product.